Call me crazy, but I think I found the love of my life. That's right. Lady Lee back with another video. It's time for Insecure Season 2, Episode 2. And we opened up with Issa telling Molly that her and Lawrence had sex. Issa is trying to make sense of what has taken place. Molly was questioning her to see, was there a conversation? Could you read his body language? Was angry, upset? And yeah, so they're finding their way and trying to sort things out to see where Lauren's head is at. Molly has went back to the therapist, so it looks like she's probably gonna, try her out. But this time she is, telling the therapist about the check situation and how she worked hard and she should have this should went this way, this should have went that way. And and what the therapist was saying, the therapist said Molly used a lot of shoulds in her life about how things should go. And she said, if you should, what is it? If you should, do not, your life should go this way and you should go that, your life should go this way and this should happen, that should. So there's an expectation there. She said you use a lot of shoulds. But she was saying, do you see your life another way? That's what I took from it. Can you see your life another way? If this is not happening, that it should happen, what steps are you going to take, to do things another way, to maybe pursue a different way of life? That's what I took from the therapist. Issa and the girls are at an event for the bougie homegirl. It was one of her clients. I thought this was hilarious because they said, stop eating the cookie, bitch, you're going to get fat. I thought that was funny. So it's like Insecure says, a lot of different lines that just catch you off guard. Like last week when the boy was watching the slave picture, he's like, oh, let the bitch read, that just say little off the wall things like that. So they pretty much, Issa was telling the girls that her and Lawrence talked, and Molly got that look like, bitch, please. Well, so what did you talk about? So that's what Molly said to see what she was going to say. Because Molly knows the truth, that they just had sex and really didn't have a discussion. And, she said, yeah, guys, well, I think we're going to get back together. So Kelly, Big Mouth Kelly, reveals that Lawrence has been seeing a girl named Tasha. And Molly asked what's on it. She pulled Tasha Instagram right up, and Tasha had like a whack ass, not a whack, but she had a ghetto ass, Latino-ish name. It's like Tasha something, gets dollars, makes dollars, or something like that. But it was, she pulled up right there, and she had all these posts, ratchet photos, and then she pulled up the page. So, of course, Issa's acting unfazed. And then Kelly said, yeah, that's the mature thing to do. She said, I'm going to be unbothered. I'm not going to look into it. I'm going to be whatever. And Kelly's like, yeah, that's step your game up. That's the big girl thing to do. And, just leave it on. Then she goes into one of her raps, talking about, I gotta be like Michelle Obama, not trying to be like Michelle Obama. Some of being like Michelle Obama, go high and whatever. So she gone basically met up with Molly, came and asked was she okay. So basically Issa finna check this hoe. She finna it's on. She gonna see what's up and they gonna move forward. So Issa plans her action first is to go by Lawrence's friend's house, but he was not there. And, his friend is quirky, funny, and he's really comic relief. And a part of the show, Lawrence went to go, look for apartments. It's like Lawrence is like dragging, and we want to know why. Is it like he don't want to live alone? Is he hoping that Tasha will let him back, let him stay at her place? I mean, but it's like he's, dragging his feet on pulling a trigger to get this apartment. I think he ended up getting the apartment. So Tasha is watching TV with Lawrence, and she was telling him how her family is getting ready for a barbecue. She don't want her mom to be stressed out and stuff. And she said, I would invite you, or whatever. So Lawrence just up and tells her that he had sex with Issa. Tasha was taken back for a bit. Now, keep in mind that they never said they was in a relationship. I guess Tasha may think it's getting there, is going to build or whatnot to be a relationship. But according to Lawrence, we all know what Lawrence doing. Lawrence just getting hit, just enjoying the breeze and getting his socks knocked off. So, it ain't a relationship to him. So, Tasha is taken aback. She paused and she said, "You know what? I think you need to go." And they all too was watching that slave picture as well. She said, "I think you need to go," because she's not feeling it. So Issa and Frida went to talk to the assistant principal because, they're not getting the participation from the students, and they want to know what can, they do, or what advice he can give them in terms of, helping to get this program off. The principal was saying a lot of off-the-wall things, seemed disengaged, overwhelmed, overworked. And then also in a later segment of the, show, he was saying some racially questionable comments. And Frida actually, she took offense to it, and she said, Issa was like dismissing it and, throwing it off, but she was, she questioned Issa. She said, "Now, how would you feel if that, the assistant principal was a white man saying that, or somebody else other than black that was saying some of the comments that he was saying?" And I felt like Issa kind of, swept that under the rug. So the saga still continues with this school. The assistant principal did mention how they was underfunded. They had to cut back on some things and resources and everything. And how it was, I guess, predominantly black school, and it had to get segregated, intermingled with, Mexican students, and they don't have all the resources to help these students, et cetera, et cetera. So Lawrence ended up letting his friend know that he told Tasha that he slept with Issa. And his friend was like, that this is during the apartments. I'm sorry, I jumped ahead. I put the cart before the horse. So Lawrence was telling his friend about he told Tasha that he slept with Issa. And his friend was hilarious. He said, "Nigga, you supposed to be like a player, and you over here being on some John Legend bullshit. You supposed to be out here just doing your thing and enjoying the view, and you over here being sensitive and shit. You don't owe her no explanation." So, they was looking at the apartments. The apartment was really nice, and Lawrence was looking at the apartment, which he said it was really big. It was a lot of space. So he need all this space. But like as I went back saying, he was saying that, he's kind of saying he's really dragging his feet on getting an apartment. So Issa and them are back at the school. They're trying to, work with these students. They don't have a lot of participations. It's just maybe like 1 or 2 kids right now. Molly is trying to, let's go back to Molly. So Molly, once now that she found out about this check situation, she noticed that the female partner has been shipped to Chicago. She's really feeling like she needs to do something to stake her claim in this company, up her game, probably get some more pay. So Molly goes to a hockey game. She's looked like she's the only black person there and perhaps the only female there. So she's trying to connect with her colleagues. She has a conversation, I guess, with one of the big wigs at the game. Meanwhile, Issa is checking Tasha's Instagram page, I guess trying to see what movement has been made. I guess maybe see if Lawrence ass end up on one of them pictures. That shit that we girls do. Or even, you sometimes you Facebook or Instagram stalk your old boo things, just to see, is this nigga stepping, moving on or whatever. So yeah. We go back to the hockey game, and Molly is trying to get close to one specific coworker. They're talking about a certain type of food, and he was like, I might have to smuggle some of these home to eat, and they laugh, and she's really trying hard. I don't know if this is going to be the route for Molly to go. We all know that men making more money than females have been an ongoing concern with women in the workforce. And that's why we have women activists and women activists still fighting for rights for women to get paid more money. Issa, let's see where we at. Yeah, so we talked about that. Issa kept stalking the social media page. Yeah. So Issa decided to go and do a walk up to confront Tasha. So, Issa, she thinks stuff before she does it, whatever. But it shows like Issa going into the bank, and then, Tasha saying her next. And it shows Issa popping the hell out of Tasha and saying, I jalapeno pop you. But in reality, it was just Issa imagining things. She is actually in the car, and when she sees Tasha, she actually dipped down low. Issa, get your ass out of there. You is not going to do nothing. Molly ends up running into Lawrence. I think Molly kind of set it up where she kind of stalked around where he would be at from his job or work and whatever. And she was just asking, Lawrence how he was doing. Was he okay? And try to say, Issa's really sorry. She's not a cheater. She really loves him. And, that's that. Apparently, while Issa was still in the car, she gets a call from Molly. And Molly was talking, she was getting a call from Molly, and Molly was just saying, she talked to Lawrence, and he's pretty much saying that he's done and he's about to move in his new place. So he actually had signed up to get the apartment. Meanwhile, Molly was on the Skype with her with the female partner from the law firm, and she was just asking her how things was going. She said, Chicago is Chicago. And she was saying, she said, well, Molly said, if there's anything I could do to be, of assistance, please let me know. And then her partner was saying, yes, I actually have, some cases and things I might need your help on. That is, if you, don't mind splitting your time between the Chicago location and the LA location. And Molly's like, sure, tell me what I need to do. Lawrence ends up, I forgot something. Damn. I forgot something. Back in the early part of the episode, Lawrence was getting ready to text Issa about, what had happened earlier, what had happened back at the house that night they had sex. He had started a text message, but then he stopped and he deleted it. I'm sorry, I forgot that. Put that up there. I was half asleep because I was dog tired. I went to the Cincinnati Music Festival this past weekend, and I had got home. I thought I took a nap, and I got up and went to a picnic and came back and had some of my friends. I don't know what the hell she made with that punch, but I was watching Insecure, and all of a sudden I fell asleep. I must have been tired. So I woke back up to watch the rest of it. I had to rewind it and watch it again to catch the notes. So that's why if it seemed like my notes all over the place, it was because I was half dead asleep because I was tired. But anyway, I forgot to bring that part up. So anyway, Lawrence goes to visit Tasha to apologize. And of course, she's not letting his ass in the house. She got that nigga, please, you got 5 minutes. So, he was telling her, that he's sorry, he doesn't have, I guess he don't have intentions on going back with her, and, he didn't mean to hurt her, whatever. So Tasha just saying unbothered, and she was like, well, I need to get back upstairs because I got food on the stove. And then she was like, You hungry? You want to come up and eat? And he was like, yeah, okay. So Issa is, you know, moving things around her apartment. So, you know, her and Lawrence had two separate closets. So she had her side of the closet, Lawrence had his side of the closet. And so she started taking stuff and spreading it out. So she got stuff on the side that was going to be her closet. Now she put stuff on the side of Lauren's closet. And, you know, she had her pillow on the left side of the bed, and Lauren's pillow normally be on the right side of the bed. Y'all asses mean to tell me y'all grown and only got one pillow? You got the big bed and one pillow. I thought everybody have at least two pillows on their bed. You mean to tell me y'all split up pillows? And then this trifling Negro took the damn pillow? He couldn't just leave the pillow there? He had to take his own damn pillow? And then Issa, you can't go buy a set of pillows? I'm just saying, I'm used to only like twin beds having one pillow. I'm not used to seeing a big ass grown folks bed with one pillow. I mean, I'm single, I'm not dating nobody, but I keep two pillows, and I even had a decorative pillow sometime on my bed. So I don't understand where the hell I gotta have only one pillow come from. So, but anyway, that was just my observation. Her and this one damn pillow. So she takes the pillow and she places it in the middle of the bed. Issa, just buy another fucking pillow. It's okay. You can have two. So then she, opens her phone, and she's been back and forth texting this guy. And then he was saying something like, so do you live in the area? And she hadn't respond. So she was like, yeah, trying to fuck. And that's how it ends. So that is it. Like I said, I am so sorry. I'm all over the place with this. Like I said, some sleep came upon me, and I had fell asleep, and I woke back up like, damn, oh crap. I need to put it back, wake back up, get my notes together. And I had every intentions on recording and posting this the night. I like to do it the night the show comes on, but I was just dog ass tired. And I just know I wasn't going to be no good. I would have to get the hair back together. So I just went on the bed and got me some proper rest. So I said, I'll do it Monday. So it is late, but hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll have some car talks with Lady Lily set for this week. Peace.